Okay, Chantel, I think we can get started. You're muted.
Can you hear me now? All right. Welcome everyone to our Give 828 Black Philanthropy Month training. I'm glad you all were able to make it today. First, we're going to get started and introduce everyone, all of the staff on the call today. So my name is Chantrell Mitchell. I'm the Community Investment Associate here at the Foundation. I work along with Aaron and Trinice, our grants, and most importantly, I lead the Midlands Gives Initiative, Midlands Gives Black Philanthropy Month.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Erin Johnson. I'm Vice President for Community Investment. I work with these incredible ladies to do our grant making, our scholarships, and again, our giving days and our giving platform, Midlands Gives.
Good morning. I am Trinice Carter. I am a program officer here at the Foundation, and I work with several of our grants.
So before we get started, I wanted to know, did your organization participate in Black Philanthropy Month last year?
If so, just kind of do the reaction, raise your hand. Okay, so not as many. Okay, good to know. That helps us a lot with how we're kind of framing the conversation. Thank you, Leandra.
Thank you. So first of all, what is Black Philanthropy Month? Black Philanthropy Month, also abbreviated as BPM, is a global celebration, and it's a concentrated campaign to elevate African descent giving funding equity. It was launched on August 1. It's launched August 1 of each year, and it brings together communities to celebrate and encourage philanthropy in the Black community. This year's theme is Afro Futures of Giving, which focus on the future of philanthropy and how can it be shaped to serve better communities. And also they wanted to focus on this theme this year because outside of money, philanthropy is more than that. So they also want to focus on giving time back to our community. And Aaron has dropped the link in the chat. So if you want to know more information about Black Philanthropy Month, you can visit that link in the chat.
We have a really fun logo this year too, so yeah.
So what is Give 828 Day? So Give 828 is important because that's the day we're going to focus on giving here at the Foundation. But most important is dedicated to promote financial giving for Black-led and Black benefiting organizations. And also if your organization does support the Black community as well. So August 28th holds a significant historical importance for that day. So we had several events in history that happened. So one, the abolish slavery in the British colonies in 1833. The murder of Emmett Till happened in 1955, which was the catalyst of the Civil Rights Movement. The March on Washington in 1963, where Martin Luther King gave his I Had a Dream speech. And Barack Obama accepted the Democratic presidential nomination in 2008. Yeah, so next we're going to talk about CCCF's promotional plan. This is what we plan to do here at the Foundation to promote Black Philanthropy Month and Give 828. So one, our goal is to maximize awareness and participation of the month with our nonprofits. So as you can see, for public relations side, we're going to release press releases on August 1 to kick off Black Philanthropy Month and let everyone know that we're celebrating. In September 1, we're going to also send out a press release to give everyone an update of how much money we raised and prizes. For newsletters and emails, we will send out newsletters to our audiences here at the Foundation in August, just to let them know that Black Philanthropy Month is going on. We are celebrating it and we want you to participate. Social media, so we are going to promote on social media. We have videos that we're going to promote, and we encourage you guys to repost these videos on your social media channels for your audience to see as well. And this year, we do have up to $12,000 in prizes available for Black Philanthropy Month and Give 828. So your prizes is a great way and a great opportunity to boost your fundraising efforts for the campaign. So for media interest, we do have a media interest form that Aaron will drop in the chat. So if your organization or if you or someone in your organization is interested in speaking with the media this year, please make sure to fill out this media interest form, and it will be available till July 31st at 11:59 p.m. And we do encourage all organizations to do the media interest form because the media loves to talk to the nonprofits about their organizations and what they're doing to support the community. So if you're looking for more information about Black Philanthropy Month on our website, if you go to our website under Impact and Initiatives and click on Give 828 Day, you can find more information there about it. And we also have a video that we have on the website as well. And Aaron's going to drop that link in the chat for us.
All right, so I want to make sure we back up just a little bit to kind of give you guys some historical perspective on how we got here. Central Carolina Community Foundation has been celebrating Black Philanthropy Month and Give 828 for about 5 years now. And we really, about 3 years ago, leaned heavily into saying, you know what, let's actually promote it on our Midlands Give site. We used to send our nonprofits sort of to the national site. And we said, you know, we could start doing prizes here. We could make this sort of a mini Midlands Gives Day. So I think most of y'all know about Midlands Gives, which is a, 11 county wide, big deal, raising, millions of dollars. And we said we can make this a smaller version here and really focus in on organizations that are led by and serving the Black community. And so that's sort of what we did. And we found a couple of local sponsors to help us, corporate sponsors to help us with that as well. And the Community Foundation's African American Philanthropy Committee has really leaned into this and made this one of their signature events, if you will, along with the Community Foundation. So you'll see when we talk about prizes, there are prizes that are coming right from our African American Philanthropy Committee to your organization. So we sort of came into it that way. And this is a day about, we all know how important it is to give our time, talent, treasure, our testimony. But this really is also a day to say, today is really focused on treasure, right? And it's okay to say that every once in a while, is that our organizations do need some treasure, right? To continue doing this good work. And that's really what we want to focus on for Give 828. The whole month of August is to really talk about Black philanthropy in general and to lift up Black philanthropists as well as people who want to give to the Black community. We really talk about the need to change the narrative around philanthropy. As we all know, if you look at data, we know that the African American community is very philanthropic and is oftentimes more philanthropic than other communities. And so this is our chance to really say, hey, this is our month, right? To really give and give generously and give to our community. So that's what we're really trying to lift up here. And so your organization who's on Midlands Give, this is your time to be involved in a sort of a smaller giving day that's really focused on the work you're doing. And it's really grown. I don't know if you've noticed on Midlands Give, there are over 190 Black-led, Black benefiting nonprofits on our site now, which is incredible. And just so y'all know, about 5 years ago, there was 36 of you. So it's really incredible how much it's grown. And so we're really appreciative of you all and the work you're doing and your interest in participating in Black Philanthropy Month, and in particular, on Give 828 on August 28th. So just with that background, I'm going to go through the actual website a little bit with you. And Chantrell, is it best for me to share my screen then as a result so they can see where I'm going? Is that what you think I should do? I can't hear you.
Yes, you can share your screen.
Okay. Okay, so we're going to share my screen then with you and do that instead. Y'all give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen here of Midlands Give. Yes, Therese, thank you. All right. So this is, all of you obviously know this. Most of you, if you're not yet a participant on Midlands Gives, this is a quick tutorial on how to get through that. But Midlands Gives is midlandsgives.org. And I'm going to walk you through basically just the important points sorry, let me get that over there, of what you'll find on our site. One of the important areas is for nonprofits, which is right here. Y'all can't see that. Can you still see it? Yes? Okay. It's for nonprofits. And the important things is if you're not yet a participant on Midlands Gives, you need to go here first. Participant information, because that tells you how to register for Midlands Gives and be on the site. If your organization is not yet on the site, you have until July 31, so less than a week, to start that process. And now you'll work directly with Chantrell on that once you start going through the process, but all the information you need is there. You click on participation information, it'll take you to that, ready to join Midlands Gives. And if you're a new nonprofit, here's a nice little 2-pager on what you need to do specifically and who all's eligible. And that's just kind of the basics there. If you're returning, hey, you guys are already on there. We'll talk about updating your profile and things like that. But this is really important that you make sure that if you're not yet on the site, you do that, you start the process before July 31. Okay, so that's important for the 4 nonprofits. We're back at the home screen. The other thing that's really important is the resource hub. There's tons of great information in there, and I hope that you spend a lot of time in it. You will see that we have added the Give It 28 marketing toolkit, which we will get into here in a little bit, which we're very excited about offering that. But there's some really good information here, starting with if you're not yet on our nonprofit newsletter, get on it. It's not just about learning about Give It 28. It's going to tell you a whole bunch of information about our grants. We send it out every 2 weeks. It's really important for our nonprofits to be able to receive. It's a very easy, quick read. It takes less than 2 minutes, usually every couple weeks. Good information there if you're not yet on our nonprofit newsletter. And then has key dates, how to register, trainings, which you guys already know, obviously, how to get there, but any trainings that we offer. If your organization is new, or if you have new staff who've never done Midlands Gives, I really recommend they come down here and watch this Midlands Gives platform training. It's an orientation to the site so they understand how to navigate really the back end, your profile on the back end, and how to get your data and those kind of things. So that'll be important that anyone who's new or needs a refresher, that they go to that. There is a checklist that we'll talk through here a little bit later that Chantrell will walk you through, but that's how you get to that. And this is the big one for Midlands Gives Day. We don't have 10 weeks, guys. We have 5. And so we'll be talking through this 5-week one today. And if you want really detailed information, that's the specifics on how to do some of this work, okay? And then, again, we'll be talking through this toolkit. So this resource hub has a lot of really good information. And honestly, it's good information just for fundraising in general. So I do encourage you to spend some time with that strategy workbook. And it just gives a nice basic overview on things you can and should be doing to cultivate donors, to get the word out about the work you're doing, and how to also, on the back end, continue that relationship with your donors. So the resource hub is a real important place that I hope you spend a little bit of time with. The other thing that you'll see on August 1, you'll see that our website's going to look a little bit different, Midlands Gives will, because it goes into giving mode, which will then have a link for prizes. And it'll be under 4 nonprofits. It'll say prizes. And so make sure you click onto that on August 1, after August 1, and it'll outline all of our prizes. We'll show you some of that information here in a little bit, but that's where that will be as well. There will be at least $11,000 in prizes for nonprofits. For Give It 28 and Black Philanthropy Month. So just make sure that you spend some time there as well. I also want to make sure you guys know how to easily navigate to your profile and also to send your donors to your pages. So under Give, you'll see there that it says Browse Nonprofits. And that's where you will find different organizations here. A lot of people don't notice there's a filter results over on the right side. That's the important part for Give It 28, right? Because you can filter it for Black-led Black benefiting. And there are 194 of you guys, which is great. And then people can search from there, right? You can search it by, well, I want to know the Black-led Black benefiting organizations in Sumter, for example. And there are 11 of those. So that's a nice way to filter it down. And when we're sending out for Black Philanthropy Month, when we're sending communication, just so y'all know, we are sending them with a filtered list for these 194. So hopefully that will already come up. So this is a nice way to filter it out and to find out who's participating and how to get to their different sites. And Chantrell will talk you through setting your goal and those kind of things. We'll have all of that available. And just like with Midlands Gives, you'll be able to put your goal in for giving and those kind of things on your profile. So that's a good thing to know on how that all works. And then the last thing will be on August 1, you see the leaderboard here, just like with Midlands Gives Day, we will have a leaderboard. And you'll see then funds that are raised during the month of August. Right now it's 0 because we don't have an active giving day. but you'll see that this ticker will start to go, and it'll also be able to identify the organizations down here by amount raised, by number of donations, and then you'll also be able to see prizes and things like that from that page. So this is our sort of big overview of Midlands Gives website and what changes will look like a little bit different for Black Philanthropy Month, but it'll be important that you spend some time on there as well. Any questions about the Midlands Gives site then and kind of where things are? Okay, Chantrell, I'll let you take it back over then.
Thank you, Erin. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, great. So call to action for nonprofits. So right now, Erin's going to drop in the 5-week checklist into the chat. You can pull up this checklist, and this is what we'll be discussing for the rest of the training today. Just the checklist is a guide for you to make sure that you can maximize your fundraising efforts for your Give 828 campaign. So as you know, week 1 starts this week. So week 1 started July 22nd. And first, we want to make sure that you add Give 828 to all of your staff and board calendars to make sure that they are aware of the giving day itself. This week, you want to make sure that you're meeting with your staff or your volunteers who will be assisting you with your Give 828 campaigns. You want to make sure you're establishing your team roles. So for an example, you want to make sure if you have someone who's best for social media, you want to put them on social media for Give 828. If you have someone who's good with your donors and communicating with your donors, you want to make sure you give them that task as well. You also want to develop your fundraising goals and your measurable objectives. So an example of a goal that you can have for Give 828 is how many new donors you would like to reach. Another goal is you want to increase your social media awareness, including your followers and engagement. And with your measurable objectives, you want to make sure you understand how you're going to reach this goal. So for reaching new donors, you can have your board or staff create fundraising pages to send out to their community, to their network, to gain those new donors who don't know about your organization. And for social media, to get new followers, you can start posting consistently on social media to gain new followers for your page. And we do have an example of more goals and how to set this in our strategy workbook that's also located on our resource page on our website. And to get to those goals, it will start on page 3. And also you want to update your donor and your prospect contact list. You want to make sure you have donors who are up to date on your contact list. You want to make sure you're reaching out to them as well.
And remember, some of your most consistent and loyal donors should be your board members. So certainly make sure you engage them when you update your contact list.
So for week 2, early giving will start August 1, just like for Midlands Gives Day. Donors can start giving to your organization on that day and then start accepting donations. You will also be able to create fundraisers on August 1 for Give 828 prize. We do not encourage you to create those pages now because fundraising pages will close on July 31st. So make sure you create those fundraising pages on August 1. And this week 2, you're going to also establish your communication and your strategy timeline. So for right now, we're going to go over the marketing toolkit. PCCF has created social media templates and email templates for you guys to use on your social media channels. So if you go to For Nonprofits in the Resource Hub page, as Erin has stated before, if you see the new gray box that says Give 828 Marketing Toolkit, so this page right here is all about our social media templates that we created for you guys. It looks the same as the Midlands Gives Day campaign. So this is our social media information right here on how you can tag us. If you need our logo, information is right here. We're not going to use the Midlands Gives logo. For social media captions, if you click on the purple word social media captions, it will take you to a PDF. It should take you to a PDF of the social media captions you can use. We will make sure to update that after the training today. And give 828 social media posts. So all of our templates were created in Canva. Nonprofits can receive a free Canva account if you just apply for it. And if you click right here for free Canva account, it will take you to the page for nonprofits, and you can apply for your free Canva account, and there go the eligibility guidelines right there.
Does anyone have any question about what Canva is, just so we're real clear as to what that is and the reason to have one of those? So yeah, if you could explain a little more, Chantrell, as to what Canva can do for you.
Okay. So Canva is a tool that you can use to create and design anything that you want. Canva now, you can create your social media templates. They have a section for documents, presentations. You can edit videos in there and pictures. So Canva is something like Adobe, almost. You can do everything all in one now. And if you don't understand how to do it, Canva does have training videos on YouTube and tutorials that you can use to help guide you along. And if you click on certain sections, it will give you a little tour on how to navigate and how to use certain features in Canva.
So the reason we're providing this is because we know that not everybody has time to sit down and create a whole bunch of templates and design. And so we actually work through with our design folks who are professionals and have them design templates that you could easily use and just drop your logos into or your pictures into, because we know not everybody has the time or you know, a person who can do that for you. So we're trying to make this as easy as possible. Certainly you can do your own, and that's totally fine. But to make it sort of standard across the board and or to make it easier for you, we provided these templates which Chantrell will walk you through, so you can just sort of drop in your information and make it easy for you to post on social media.
And a little side tip for Canva, once you get your Canva account, they do have a branding section. So if you enter your organization's colors and your tone for your organization, they will create templates depending on what you need for your organization based off the colors and what you need for it. So it's a really cool tool to have for your organization. So the instructions for the Canva templates are pretty simple. You will click on whichever template you would need down here. You will upload your logo into the section, and then you will add or delete the text from it, whatever best for your organization. And then you would just click download. So we're going to go through an example of one. We're going to go through an Instagram post right now. So when you click on it, it will come to this right here. You will click on edit template. I am already logged into Canva, but at that point, you will log into your Canva account. So for right here, you can add your logo. So you will delete that right there. And you will go to upload. So if you don't have your logo already, you will go to upload files, click on your logo, and it will upload it to this section for you. We're going to use an example of something that's already uploaded. So if that was our logo, we would just resize it for the template and put it in this corner up here. And for this, add your image. You would just go ahead and delete that text, and you can add whatever image that you like for this section right here, and you will resize it if you need to. And now you have an Instagram template for you can use for Give 828.
Doesn't she make it look easy, right? It's just so simple.
That's how easy it is. And you would do that for the rest of the templates as well. I'm going to show you the rest of the templates. They all are about the same. They all are the same. They're just resized for each social media platform. So if you wanted to do an Instagram story, you would just do the same thing here. You can add your logo here if you want to, and you would add the image right here. We do have a template for Twitter because some people do use Twitter or X still, and it would just be the same way. And this is our Facebook logo, right? Facebook template right here. So again, you would add your logo, you would add your image, and now I'm going to download it for you. So if you see in the right-hand corner, if you click share, you would hit download right here. You can do a PNG file. In Canva, you can download the file whatever format that you need. You can do PDF or PDF print if you need it, but we're going to do pictures, which is best for Facebook and Instagram, and we're just going to click download. And then once it's download, you will download it to your computer just like that. Now you can have your image to upload to Facebook. It's just that simple. If you're using it on your phone, it's the same process. You would just download it. It will download to your camera photos, and you will upload it to Facebook or Instagram that way. Now, if you don't have time to add your logo or image to the templates, we do have some templates that you can just post on your organization's page. And we're going to go through that as well. You can edit the template if you want to. Just make sure you take off the logo right here. Add your logo. If you want to add your logo, that is fine. But if you don't want to, you would just delete it right here. And then you would just click share, download, and you would just download it the same way that we just did. And we do have those simple templates for Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And we also have email templates for you guys to use this year. So if you don't have time to come up with the email to send out to your donors, we do have copy that you can use as well. Oh, this is a little small, so I'm gonna make it a little bigger for you. So if you want to send this out to your donors, you could. You can just add your logo here. You can use this copy. Any text that says action and curriculum, you want to make sure you edit that text before you send out to your donors. And everything in Canva, you can edit the text inside Canva as well. We did not lock that down for you. And this is just showing how they can get involved with it. You can add your signature down here if you want to, with your name and your title of your organization, which is important. They do have a signature font in Canva if you want to use, but if you already have an uploaded version of your signature online, you can upload it as here as well. And it's just the same with uploading a regular picture. You can go through upload files. And this button right here that says give today, you can right click on this button and you would click edit link, and you would put your organization's profile on this and give right here. That way donors can go straight to your profile so they can give. You want to make it easier for your donors to give to your organization. And then you can add your logo right here. These little social media icons at the bottom is the same way. If your organization is on these social media platforms, you want to make sure you right click and you add the link to it. You want to add the link to your YouTube, your Instagram. That way, if a donor is interested in your social media platform, it goes straight to your profile. So the idea is to make it easier for your donors to get in contact with you on social media and on the internet. So for those email templates, we do have an early giving template that you can send out starting August 1. We have a day of template that's our give a to a actual day template. And it's the same way. There you go. You can go in and edit the text or whatever you want to add. Just make sure you add your signature and your link to your profile and your logo. And then most importantly, we have a thank you email. We want you to send a thank you email to all of your donors. It is very important. Donors love when organizations send them a little thank you. You can have your board members make thank you calls on Give 828 Day if you want to. You can make the call yourself, or you can just send a simple email. Donors love to be contacted to let them know that their gift is appreciated.
It's not just they love to, they should be thanked. And you guys all know that. So yeah.
And it's just the same way. You can change the text if you want to. Make sure you add your links and your logo, and you can just click share if you want to do it as a picture. Or you can just copy and paste it to your email platform.
As a reminder, Central Carolina Community Foundation sends the receipt for the donation. So we automatically send a receipt that says this is a charitable gift, and we use our EIN number because it's coming through us. So you do not need to send a receipt. You just need to send a thank you, okay?
Yeah. And if you do have a donor that contacts you, I'm going to go back to the home page really quickly. If they say they don't have their receipt, if you go to the bottom of the very page, they can enter their email addresses in the 2024 year, and it will send them a receipt directly to their email. And
For any gift that they've given for that whole year. Yep.
Yes, for that whole year. If they're still not receiving them, tell them to email Midlands Gives at your foundation so we can send the receipt.
They might have the wrong email address. Yeah.
Might have the wrong email address. Sometimes people enter different characters wrong, but we definitely send those receipts out. Does anybody have any questions about Canva and the marketing toolkit?
What do y'all think about? I really am interested to hear what people think about us providing these templates for you, if you think this could be helpful.
I used them for the last Midlands Gives. This is layered with Palmetto Place. And it was so easy to just download and edit them. And then I was able to schedule them out like a week in advance. And it was just one less thing that I had to do. And it was amazing. So I really appreciated it.
Good. Okay. Then we'll keep doing it. Okay. Thank you, Leandra and Cheryl. I appreciate that feedback. Any feedback y'all have, though, so we can continue to improve it for future giving days, please do share. Okay. All right.
So now we're on to week 3. So in week 3, with all the social media templates that we gave you guys, you're going to start implementing that. So you're going to start posting on your social media channels. Now, if you're not on social media or don't have a strong social media presence, I would not suggest to start posting. If you have a bigger email presence, email your donors. They'll appreciate that as well. So email your donors or post on social media. And if you are on social media, make sure you tag Give 828 and make sure you tag us in your social media posts as well. We love to see your posts. And make sure you are using the hashtag BPM 2024. So on week 4, you're going to encourage your board members, your staff, and your supporters to create fundraiser pages. I'm going to show them where to create a fundraising page and the instructions on.
Yes, that's a great idea.
To create a fundraiser page. So if you guys don't know what a fundraising page is, if you're on on Facebook and you see people's birthdays and they're like, give to the American Red Cross for my birthday, it's the same way. And it's really simple to create.
There's something called peer-to-peer fundraising, just so y'all know, in the philanthropy world. And that's considered one of the most effective ways to raise money, is that you guys might know 100 people, right? They're in your sort of circle of donors, but your 100 people also know more people that could give, right? And so you don't know those folks. So you use your connections to connect other people. So it's considered peer-to-peer fundraising, and they are then asking for donations on behalf of your organization. This is an easy way to do that. Thank you, Chandra. Go ahead.
You're welcome. So we're gonna click on a random organization. We don't use Jazz. If you click on Learn More, on the main portion of your organization's page, it has Create a Fundraiser. You will have to log in to create the fundraiser.
You have to have an account, yes.
You have to have an account. Your donors have to have an account to create a fundraiser. I am not logged in. But it's really simple to create a fundraiser page. I will make sure I send out that Midlands Gives page in the email after the training today with the replay, and make sure I include the instructions on how to create a fundraiser page. And on that page, it gives you step-by-step instructions with pictures as well. So I would suggest, if you are going to use fundraiser pages to gain new donors or for your board to use, you can give them sample language to use, which make it easier for them to create those fundraiser pages. That way, they're not struggling on what to say. Because sometimes you want to make sure you are giving that clear message of what your organization does in its mission statement, and you want to make sure it's clear across the board. Again, you're going to confirm your volunteer and staff responsibilities for Give 828. You want to make sure everyone is in there, knows their respective roles for the day. And you're going to continue to post on social media or email your donors about it. So on week 5, again, you want to remind everybody of their roles. in their responsibilities. You want to make sure your board is involved for Give 828 as well. You're going to continue posting on social media as well. You're going to also continue to repost our content on social media as well. So if you are planning to do an event that day, you want to make sure you are wrapping up final details of that event and making sure everyone knows your event. On the giving day itself, on Give 828, you want to send an email to your donors with a call to action in the morning. You just want to remind them that, hey, Give 828 day is today. You can use our email template or you can create your own. Just to let you guys know, we will send out a repeat your donation email just like we did for Midlands Gives Day this past year. We're going to send one out at 6 a.m. That's when the giving day starts at 6 a.m. and we're going to send one again at 4 p.m. So everyone who did not give at 6 a.m., they're going to get another email at 4 p.m. just to remind them that Give 828 this day and donate to your organization that you did last year. So we will send it out for you guys as well. And it's okay to email your donors again, even though we're emailing them, because Old Navy sends an email out every day about a sale. So it's okay for you to send it out as well. Again, you want to make sure you're posting on social media your progress of your fundraising goals. So if you raised $100, celebrate that. If you raise your $500 goal, celebrate that. If you reach your goal, make sure you celebrate that on social media. So that way your donors know what's going on, that you are raising your goal as well. And making sure you check your donor data throughout the day. On the Midlands Gives profile on the back end, at the very top, you can see my donation. You will be able to see your donors in real time. So you can also send out an email that same time that they give once you get their information. Now, if they gave anonymously, you will not be able to send that information at all. But if they gave their contact information, you will have that information for you to use. So post Give 828, you want to make sure, again, you're thanking your donors. We have a template that you can use, or you can use your own template. Again, your donor list is under My Donations on the back end of the Midlands Gives website. We're going to send out a survey after Give 828 day, just to see, is there anything that we can do better or some things you would like to see from Give 828? That way we'll know we can help you guys better for the next year. And you want to make sure that you debrief. You want to make sure you go over your goals. If you did reach your goals, if you did, great. If not, what happened and what can you fix for last year? And using debriefing this year can help you with your fundraising campaign for your next fundraiser or the next Give 828.
So the last thing, just to kind of go through, I shouldn't say the last thing, there's a couple other things to consider. I know you're like, this is already a lot, but we have a couple other things to make sure that you guys also consider. And one is to go in and update your profile as needed on Midlands Gives. Going into the back end and just checking everything. You'd be surprised how many little errors are there. We catch things a lot where we're like, oh, their web address is wrong, they forgot the S or whatever that was, they switched two of the letters. So just go in there and really clearly just check through everything and really make sure that your primary contact is correct. Oftentimes, we have people, volunteers who move on, or there's a new person who's leading, and we have folks who say, well, I didn't know about stuff. Well, it's because the primary contact wasn't updated. So the person that we communicate with primarily is the primary contact. They will be the one getting the emails from us about Give 828, about Midlands Gives, about the platform. So that's really important. You go in there and update that information. We also encourage you, if you have the time, and to go in there and also look at that bigger Midlands Gives strategy workbook. The checklist that we just reviewed is pretty high level. It says, build a communication strategy. Well, the strategy workbook actually has more details on how to do that. So it has a little bit more information in there. It's a little bit more robust if you're having some questions about sort of the checklist and what it actually means. And there's some little tips and tricks in there as well. We also encourage you, what we've noticed is about 40% of our nonprofits have a prize strategy. We will have at least $11,000 in prizes that we'll be offering, and we encourage you to think about whether or not your organization and your donors will be motivated by prizes. So we encourage you to kind of take a little minute to look at those prizes. We're going to kind of go over them here in a minute to think through if these are things that your organization wants to sort of try to leverage as a way to encourage your donors as well. People like little, competitions, those kind of things. And then we also, as Chantrell mentioned, she did a great job of showing you sort of those personalized marketing materials. Again, a lot of folks still do postcards, still do mailing, emails, those kind of things. So if you're not a social media organization, that's totally okay, but you're welcome to use those templates to try to do however you are communicating with your donors. Use that as a way to reach out to donors ahead of time, day of, and also at the end as a thank you. So the last thing I want to mention is prizes. We had said that this was something that we're doing now again. Organizations that are raising funds on Midlands Gives for Black Philanthropy Month and Give 828, there are prizes that are available. There are some that are offered by our African American Philanthropy Committee, which are in front of you here, and that will be for donations made for the entire month of August. So the first one there is our Board Leadership Prize. One of the things we want to help you as nonprofits is to engage your board. And this is a good excuse to say, hey, board members, we need you to go onto this website, go to our profile, and give, because it helps us become eligible for a $1,000 prize. We're offering two $1,000 prizes. When your board member is there checking out, again, the minimum gift, just as a reminder, is $10. So as long as they can give $10, hopefully more from your board members if they can, make sure that they check, I am a board member for this organization. If they do that, that automatically enters your organization into a drawing for the Board Leadership Prize. So making sure you really encourage your board members to go on and do that. We have some folks who say, hey, we have a board meeting in August, and I'm going to give them the link right there during the board meeting and say, go ahead and process this gift for us real quick to help us become eligible for this prize. The other one is the fundraising page prize, which Chantrell mentioned what the fundraising pages were. This is a real opportunity for you to leverage other donors through your current contacts. And so this is, again, a $1,000 prize. There'll be two fundraising page prizes, and this is awarded to two Black-led and Black benefiting nonprofits randomly drawn from the fundraising pages that secure at least 3 donations. So they need to have at least 3 people who give through their fundraising page to your organization, and that'll put them into a random draw for a $1,000 prize. And then the third prize from our African American Philanthropy Committee is the Investing for Impact prize. And there are 6 $1,000 prizes there. And that's $1,000 awarded to the 2 small, 2 medium, and 2 large budget Black-led and Black benefiting nonprofits with the most unique donors on Midlands Gives during the month of August. So that is a way for, regardless of your size, 2 small, 2 medium, 2 large, if you have the most unique donors, then you would, the top 2 in each of those categories would win this $1,000 prize. Now, just so you know, to be eligible for prizes, organizations obviously need to be on Midlands Gives and have an active profile. If you're raising money on another platform, that obviously would not count towards prizes. Good for you if you're raising money regardless, but it won't count towards our prizes. You have to have at least 5 gifts before you're eligible to win a prize. So have at least 5 people who say, hey, I love this organization, I want to invest in this organization, and that then makes you eligible, including whatever the other descriptions are. So you have to have at least 5 prizes, so 5 gifts. My recommendation is to get those 5 already in early giving, right? August 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead and get 5 people to donate, and that then makes your organization eligible for prizes moving forward. You can't win more than 1 prize, which I think that's okay. We're going to share the love a little bit. So you can only win 1 prize. Also, again, with these prizes here, they start already August 1 through August 31. So it's for the whole month of giving that your organization is eligible, any gifts given during that time. And it probably goes without saying, but the prize goes to the organization, not to the donor. So this is certainly a gift for your organization, not for the actual donor. And I'm also happy to announce that we do have at least 1 corporate sponsor. We're working on at least 2. We have 1. Optus Bank is once again looking to become a sponsor for Give 828 and Black Philanthropy Month. And they were also a sponsor last year. So that means they've made a donation to our African American Philanthropy Committee. And they're also offering a $1,000 prize called the Optus Bank Community Builder Prize. And that's a $1,000 prize awarded to the Black-led, Black benefiting nonprofit with the most unique donors on actually Give 828. Okay, so this is for the whole month. So this is Give 828, our concentrated day of giving. And whatever organization has the most unique donors on that day is eligible for the $1,000 Optus Bank Community Builder Prize. So we're really happy to have Optus Bank as a sponsor again and in good company partner again this year. And we're hoping we can announce others as the month goes on. But we're excited to have them, and we really appreciate their partnership and their commitment to the African American community. All right, any questions about prizes then? All right.
Aaron, we didn't mention that the minimum donation gift is $10.
Yes, we want to make sure we reiterate that. So that's what we try to say. Everyone can be a philanthropist. Pretty much everyone can be a philanthropist. That's about, that's your Starbucks order and a little treat at the end. So hopefully that's enough that folks can come on, log on, and be able to give.
Are there any?
What categorizes? Oh, sorry. What categorizes a donor as a unique donor?
Great question. So there is a whole formula on the back end, and it looks at a combination of credit card, address, name, email address, and it categorizes them as that's a unique donor. And so it's not just like a unique email address. It does look at all the different factors, and the system itself can identify who is a unique donor.
I have a question. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, this is Shanika Aiken of the Safe Organization. Hello to all of you. My question is this: are the local community foundations in our counties, are they chiming in on this giving as well? Because I know for Midland Gives, they will match a donation. Are they chiming in on this, on the festivities?
I appreciate that question. For Give 828, they are not this year. Some of our community foundations are a little bit smaller, so they're saving up their prizes for Midlands Gives Day. So they're not going to be doing matches for Give 828 and Black Philanthropy Month. Now, that's something to also consider, that if you have a donor or a corporate sponsor who wants to be a match for you all, we encourage you to use that strategy for sure. Some folks do have donors who like to do matches. If you know someone has, is able to do that, then we certainly encourage you to do that as well. And Chantal, correct me if I'm wrong, but whenever the website switches over to early giving mode on August 1, they'll be able to enter matches. Is that true? So you can go in already August 1 if you have someone or a corporate sponsor who wants to provide matches. You can add that in so that the tip will read your matching amount as well. Are there any other questions about Give 828, Black Philanthropy Month? Now, again, we always reiterate that this is your giving day, right? This is your opportunity to leverage your donors. We'll do all we can to engage the media, to let our donors know as well, and anyone who gave during the month of August last year, we're going to be emailing them. This is a real opportunity for your donors to be part of a community-wide initiative, and so we'll partner with you to try to get that word out, but we'll really depend on you to communicate with your community and your donors and folks who invest in you already to leverage their giving. Any other questions about this?
Hello, can everyone hear me?
Yes.
I don't have a question. I've been listening. I need to introduce myself. My name is Tanya Ginyard, and I'm a board member of SIGEO nonprofit organization, and I'll be the contact person for them. So I guess I have to go and update my primary information on the website so everyone could get all my information.
Yes, so we would encourage you to certainly go in there, log in, and update your information. Anybody who's on there, so update your information. If you have any questions at all and you're kind of struggling with things, we encourage you to email us at midlandsgives@yourfoundation.org, and you can get some answers that way as well. There's also a little bottom button that says support. You're welcome to reach out that way, and we can help you navigate some of that. We're glad SIGEO is looking to participate again this year.
Yes, thank you. So this is all new to me. Deidre was the head spear of this, so I'm stepping in on behalf of SIGEO to keep it going.
Perfect. You're a great board member. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Anyone else have any thoughts or questions?
If you're also having trouble logging into your Midlands Gives profile, please email Midlands Gives. That way I can get you into your profile. Well, we don't have any more questions. I want to give you a little bit of your time back. I want to thank everyone for coming out today. Again, we will send a replay out with all the links today from the training. And if you have any questions, please make sure you email us. Thank you, guys.
Thank y'all. We appreciate you.